Hi guys! Today I'm gonna show you 2 fun DIYs to do with pairs of very basic doll shoes. Depending on what kind of doll shoes you have, you can alter the designs to fit. Let's start with the glitter shoes. For these I used a very basic pair of pink pumps, which were what Barbie usually wore in my childhood, but you can still buy stuff like this in bulk on eBay. Since this pair of shoes has a shiny surface, the first thing I did was to go over it with a nail file. This just roughs it up a little bit and gives the paint something to grip onto. Then get out your acrylic paints and start painting. I went for the very common beige color for the sole and lining. Only paint the very top opening of the shoe, cause any paint you'd put on the inside would get worn off in time. For the heel I went for red and black at the very bottom. Now for the fun part, we're gonna add the glitter. Get out some glue and a glitter of your choice. Gently spread the glue on the sides of the shoe and sprinkle the glitter on top. Once you got the whole shoe covered, you want to let it dry completely. Next, get out some Mod Podge or another type of glaze and seal in the glitter. This just helps to prevent glitter from getting everywhere whenever you handle the shoes. Once it's dried all clear, go ahead and seal in the paint as well. I wanted the soles and lining to be matte, so I used a matte varnish for that instead. And there we are. Once everything is dry, that's a finished shoe. I went for red glitter and just painted the heel, but you can change it up however you like by covering everything in different types of glitter. It's all up to you. Next, let's make the cupcake shoes. For that pair, I used this kind of funky looking pair of shoes that came with a fashionista Barbie doll. I really liked the texture and I thought they would be cool for a cake themed pair of shoes. I thought this top part of the shoes make them look a little too massive, so I used my X-Acto knife to cut that away. Then I went back to my nail file to remove some of the texture from the heel and make it a little more smooth than the front part of the shoe. Then using some additional acrylic paint, I started adding in the colors. For the front I used a dough-like color to make it look like cake. When working on a textured surface, you want to use a dabbing motion to make sure you get everything covered. After that I went in with a slightly brown color to make it look baked and used the actual texture of the shoe. For the heel I went for purple. You can of course change up the color scheme however you like. For the bottom sole I went for black for contrast. The top edge already had the texture of a piped border like on a cake, so all I did was paint it pink to make it look like icing. For the frosting part, you're gonna make a mixture that is slightly thicker in the paint, so not a too runny acrylic but a more pasty type, and then you're gonna glop that on pretty heavily to make it fill up the texture. This is just to make it have a more, frosting-like appearance and a little less of the texture that is the same as on the bottom. Drag the frosting part down a little to make it look like it's running over the top of the cake. While the paint is still wet, you can add on some decorations. I chose to sprinkle on these mini beads, actually meant for nail art. To finish off the heel, I added a line of pink dots, mimicking the top. Once everything was dry, I went over it with my Mod Podge and my matte glaze to seal in the paints. Let it dry and our little cupcake inspired shoes are done. And here's the two styles side by side. I hope you enjoyed this project and that it gave you some inspiration to start customizing your own doll shoes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me a like if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!